Hi, I'm Wayne Allyn Root of Root for America. I was honored to be invited to be a guest on HBO's Real Time with Bill Maher last Friday, one of my favorite shows. On the show, I was asked about Obama's visit to Japan. I was asked if he should have visited Hiroshima, the site of the first U.S. nuclear attack that led to Japan's surrender during World War II. Bill Maher asked me, was it appropriate? I responded to host Bill Maher on the show that I'm not a fan of apologies, or in this case, the appearance of an apology, especially if you're apologizing for responding to something terrible the other guy did. Japan bombed Pearl Harbor. They started the war. We merely ended it. They committed terrible atrocities against our soldiers and American POWs throughout the war. Fact. My father, David Root, served in the South Pacific. He fought at Okinawa, the bloodiest battle of World War II. He saw firsthand the atrocities of the Japanese. Our nuclear bombs didn't just take lives, by the way. They saved many American and, ironically, Japanese lives. Experts estimated the invasion of Japan would have cost at least 1 million lives. Those atomic bombs actually saved far more lives than they cost, and one of them might have been my father. So my answer to Bill Maher on the show was that I'm not a fan of even the appearance of apologizing for those atomic bombs, unless, of course, Japan's prime minister is willing to come to Hawaii to apologize to the American victims of Pearl Harbor. I pointed out that is a negotiation that President Donald Trump could actually win. That's why I'm for Trump, for president. But I found the response from Bill Maher's liberal viewers interesting. I received many death threats and people wishing me a long, slow, painful death. Some lectured me on all the apologies we owe to Japanese survivors, American Indians, and of course, slaves, black slaves here in America. I suddenly realized it's time for Obama's victims, middle-class America, to speak up. Here's my answer to liberals across the country, but in particular, the viewers of Bill's show. You're 100% right. Apologies are sometimes necessary. Obama and his socialist cabal should apologize to every middle-class American for the harm they've done to the U.S. economy, to upward mobility, to middle-class jobs, and to the American dream. They've created an unimaginable disaster. They've destroyed the greatest nation, the greatest economy, the greatest economic system, capitalism, and the greatest middle class in world history. We are living in an Obama Great Depression. Now, you can read my book, The Murder of the Middle Class, to see hundreds of facts proving that the middle class has in fact been slaughtered, savaged, murdered. Obama should also apologize for adding well over $10 trillion to the national debt by the time he leaves office, which could lead to a severe debt crisis and the eventual collapse of the U.S. economy. But at a minimum, will certainly cripple the quality of life of our children and grandchildren. Obama should also apologize for the lies and fraud of Obamacare. He lied when he said, if you like your insurance, you can keep your insurance. Really? I lost mine. So did millions of other middle-class Americans. We are owed an apology. But the architects of Obamacare are owed much more. They're owed a prison sentence for fraud, because apologies alone are not enough when you cost people literally their entire life savings. Obama should also apologize for the disastrous effects of Obamacare, which has doubled and tripled premiums, copays, deductibles, prescription costs, killed quality middle-class jobs, as well as made it almost impossible to start or run a successful small business. Obama should apologize for the vicious IRS attacks, trying to prosecute and persecute people for their political and religious beliefs. Or didn't you know the IRS is ordered to go after conservative, Tea Party, Christian, and pro-Israel groups? I was one of the victims. Where's my apology? Obama should apologize for cutting $2.5 billion for veterans while adding over $4 billion to the budget for the importation of Syrian migrants to the USA. Every veteran in America is owed an apology. Obama should apologize for demanding Congress allocate almost $18,000 for every illegal alien, child, or teen that enters America. That's $3,000 more than an American-born senior citizen gets for Social Security, even though they paid into the system. Every American-born senior citizen is owed an apology. Obama should also apologize for the disastrous economy he's created with his radical leftist agenda. He should apologize for the new report out that finds 2/3 of Americans could not scrape together $500 in an emergency. He should apologize for more young adults living at their parents' home than at any time in history. He should apologize for 46 million Americans on food stamps. He should apologize for 94 million working-age Americans not working. He should apologize for a nation where more people collect government welfare checks than work in the private sector. The list is long and never-ending. He should apologize for being the first president in history to preside over 7 straight years of GDP under 3%, and we're virtually assured of an 8th straight year. Neither Hoover or FDR produced results that terrible, even in the depths of the Great Depression. Obama should apologize for the fact that under his leadership, more businesses are closing each day than opening each day for the first time in the history of America. That's how bad it is. He should apologize for demoralizing every business owner in America by saying, "You didn't build that." And Hillary, his supposed successor, should apologize for saying, "Businesses don't create jobs, government does." Yes, Hillary said that in a speech. As soon as Obama, Hillary, and their socialist cabal, and every guilt-ridden white liberal apologizes for all of that, then and only then should we worry about things done 70 or 100 or 200 years ago. I wasn't here for any of those things liberals want us to apologize for. As a matter of fact, my parents weren't even here. My grandparents weren't even here. I bear no responsibility. I therefore have nothing to apologize for. But Obama, Hillary, and their liberal friends should apologize for what they just did to the great American middle class. Where's our apology? Obama, Hillary, Bernie, and all their socialist cabal are trying to ruin a great thing called America. I've had a great life until recently. They want to make it far less great. They won't rest till America isn't exceptional at all, and we all live a crappy life of quality, otherwise known as shared misery. So yes, liberals are right. It's time for an apology. Obama owes an apology to the American people for what he's just done. Let's not worry about something 100 years ago. I'm Wayne Allyn Root for America. God bless America, and pray for Donald Trump to erase it all like Obama was never here.